DWBL. Puro na naglilingkod sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa mula Lunes hanggang Linggo. Aalawin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang sa himpilan ng DWBL.
The proceeding program expresses only the opinions and views of its respective block timer, producer, radio announcer, writer, and production staff, and does not in any way reflect the views of this station. The station has advised the programmers to abide by broadcast laws and KBP rules.
Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Ang programang maglilingkod sa sambayanan, katuwang ang ating mga public servants. Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Kasama ang inyong lingkod, si Flory Gabitan, tuwing Martes, alas 12 hanggang alauna ng hapon, dito lamang sa DWBL 1242 sa inyong talapitan.
Burger, ang burger ng bayan. Burger na buy one take one na may libo-libo ng franchise holders sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Pilipinas. Owned and operated by Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Vicky Mojica. Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan.
Pilipino ako, sa puso't diwa. Ang buhay ko sa bayan ay
May
tataya.
talking point sila.
Pilipinas na aking bansa. Ang iwanan kay hinding-hindi magagawa.
Ikaw ang tahanan ng aking lahi, lahir kayo manggi. Di papayag na ikaw ay maaglahi, kahit dugo.
Okay, isang magandang Martes ng umaga. Ika-17 sa buwan ng Enero. Isang oras na po tayong magkakasama-sama dito po sa palatuntunang EPD, Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Siyempre, the man behind the LBKM, Police Colonel Benliner Capili, CDDS EPD. At napakapalad po natin, ano? Mamaya po, makakadaupang palad natin, ano? Ang representative po. But with the message coming from the director, halos kasama na rin po natin siya. Maaari niyo po kaming panoorin sa FB DWBL live streaming at nasa YouTube din po kami at sa inyong talapitan sa radyo 1242 sa inyong talapitan. Marami tayong dapat batiin ng birthday, no? Mamaya mag-prepare ka, Arnold, ng birthday song. May dalawang importante sa ating mga buhay na nag-celebrate ng kanilang birthday. And the other one is retirement, no? So, bago tayo pumailan lang, magandang tanghali syempre sa tanggapan ni Attorney Eric Valero at ni Edie, Executive Director na LTFRB. Mamaya po, tayo ay pupunta doon, partner. Huwag ka mag-alala, naaalala kita, nasa tabi kita. At nung isang linggo po, uli nating papalakpakan ng aking partner, again, Police Captain Julius Criste. Mamaya, walang palakpak oh. KJ eh. Ayaw ka palakpakan ni Arnold. Ayun. Congratulations sa lahat po na newly promoted, no? Na kagawad ng Philippine National Police. So this time, pabatiin natin ang aking co-anchor, followed by our reports coming from the Eastern Police District, and syempre, followed by yung ating ABP, yung guest po natin. Okay, partner.
Okay. Maganda ka pa sa tanghali, partner. At salamat muli sa iyong paulit-ulit na pagbati.
Oo, di natapos.
Paulit-ulit na pagbati. Talagang ramdam ko yung promotion namin sa mga
Yes.
pagbati mo.
Yes, of course.
Ganyan din, syempre, nagkapasalamat din, syempre, lahat ng mga newly promoted na police officer natin na sa iyong mga pagbati, partner. Yun po, magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat at isang mapagpalang araw po sa lahat ng ating mga giliw ng tagapakinig at taga-subaybay ng ating programang Lingkod ng Bayan, Kaagapay ng Mamayan. Pero bago nga po tayo tuloy magpatuloy, syempre, partner, batiin muna natin yung ating mga minamahal na pinuno ng Pambansang Pulisya ng Pilipinas sa pangunguna syempre ng ating ama ng Pambansang Pulisya ng Pilipinas, kaya Police General Rodolfo S. Aserin Jr., sir. At sa atin pong minamahal na Regional Director ng NCRPO, Police Brigadier General C.S. Tomo, at ang ama ng Silangan Distrito, ang aming pinagmamalaki, si Police Brigadier General Attorney Wilson C. Asweta. At gayon na rin, partner, syempre sa aking napaka-supportive at snappy na Chief of Police ng Marikina, Police Colonel Erby Castillo. Partner?
Okay, happy watching kay Ma'am Kat Kapili and then kay Kanono. And this time, hindi na po tayo magpapatumpik-tumpik. Atin na pong tatanggapin ang mga balita mula po sa bulwagang pambalitaan ng Eastern Police District. Higit sa 1 milyong halaga ng shabu na sabat sa pinaigting na operasyon ng Marikina PNP. Ang detalye, ihatid mo kaagapay, Robin.
Walang kawala sa kamay ng otoridad ang 5 sospek, kabilang na isang menor de edad sa isinagawang bypass operation ng Marikina STEU na pinangunahan ni Police Captain Joel Cadano, Officer in Charge, sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Police Colonel Earl B. Castillo, Chief of Police ng Marikina CPS. Naganap ang naturang operasyon pasalos 9 ng gabi sa kahabaan ng Port Street, Goodrich Village, Barangay Concepcion 1, Marikina City, noong ika-10 ng Enero taong kasalukuyan. Naaresto sa operasyon ng 5 sospek na kalaunay kinilalang sina Mark Samuel Martin alias Mark, Percival Payumo alias CI, Anthony Bistro alias Ton, Aya Rojas alias Aya at isang menor de edad na itago na lang natin sa pangalang Teteng. Nasamsam naman sa mga sospek ang humigit kumulang 165 kilo ng ipinagbabawal na droga o shabu na may standard drug price na 1,112,000 pesos. Ang mga naturang suspect ay nahaharap sa kasong paglabag sa Section 5 and 11 ng RA 9165 at kasalukuyan nakapiit sa Marikina City Custodial Facility. Yan ang ulat kaagapay, Robin Barmeda.
Okay, atin naman tatanggapin ang mga activities, programs, projects na inatinan ng ating District Director sa katuan po ni Police Brigadier General Attorney Wilson Asweta. Ang lahat ng yan ay ihatid sa atin ni Patrolwoman Noreen Navales.
Para sa mga naging aktibidad ng Eastern Police District ng mga nagdaang araw, nagkaroon ng Biblical Stress and Anger Management Lecture sa mga EPD Headquarters personnel in partnership with the Bless Our Cops Marikina na pinangunahan ni Pastor Titus Del Rosario noong January 12, 2023 sa EPD Conference Room na pinasinayaan ng ating Chief DPRMD Police Colonel Alex A. De La Serna sa ilalim ng supervision ng ating CDDS Police Colonel Ben Liner L. Capili. Ang nasabing aktibidad ay parte ng Personal Capacitation Program na KSSVS on Knowledge, Skills, Strength, Virtues, and Service. Nagkaroon naman ng Financial Literacy and Management Lecture na nilahukan ng mga EPD personnel at pinangunahan ni Police Lieutenant Colonel Gideon T. Ines Jr., Chief DIDMD noong January 13, 2022 sa EPD Conference Room, Caruncho Avenue, Malinaw, Pasig City. Ito ay pinangasiwaan ng DPRMD in partnership with the IMG Corporation headed by Coach Cecil Eleuterio at Coach Joy Santos. Ito ay naglalayo na mapalakas ang personal financial capacitation and management anchored on the Alagang EPD program. Nagsagawa naman ng monthly ranks inspection ng Eastern Police District for the month of January 2023 na pinangunahan ng ating DDDA Police Colonel Oscar P. Hasildo noong January 13, 2023 ng hapon. Ito ay pinangasiwaan ng District Logistics Division led by Police Lieutenant Colonel Gilbert Valera, Deputy Chief DLD. Isinasagawa ang gantong aktibidad upang masiguro ang wastong implementasyon ng LOI tamang bihis. Kahapon naman, January 16, 2022 ay nagkaroon ng Monday flag raising and awarding ceremony and celebration of the 29th PNP Ethics Day na may temang serbisyong may malasakit, kaayusan at kapayapaan, tungo sa kaunlaran, handog ng pambansang pulisya, kabalikat ang simbahan at pamayanan, na dinaluhan ng ating District Director, Police Brigadier General Wilson C. Asueta, EPD Command Group, other officers, EPD personnel with Mr. Ricardo B. Junio, Secretary General Barangay Councilors League of the Philippines as the guest of honor and speaker. Pagkatapos ng nasabing seremonya, ay nagkaroon ng spot inspection and correction sa mga EPD personnel ang Internal Affairs Service na pinungunahan ni Police Colonel Melly Rita A. Davis, District Superintendent IAS. Nitong umaga naman, January 17, 2023, ang ating District Director kasama ang EPD Command Group, COP Mandaluyong City Police Station at iba pang PCOs ay nagsagawa ng courtesy call sa Mandaluyong City Mayor, Honorable Benjamin Abalos Sr. Ang nasabing call ay naglalayong magpakita ng mataas na pamantayan ng paggalang at kagandahang loob sa mismong esensya nito upang palakasin ang ating ugnayan sa lokal na gobyerno tungo sa maunlad at mapayapang Metro East. At yan po ang mga kaganapan sa Team EPD Pamamarisan. Kaagapay mo, Noreen Navales.
Okay, at ang mga accomplishments ng Eastern Police District, ihahatid naman po ni Patrolwoman Elise Cortez.
Nagsagawa ng clean-up drive ang mga kapulisan ng Station Community Affairs and Development Section at non-uniform personnel ng San Juan City Police Station sa ilalim ng supervisyon ni Police Major Darius R. Agmalio, Chief SCADS noong January 11 sa Barangay Bati, San Juan City. Layunin ng nasabing aktibidad na magpaabot sa publiko ang kahalagahan ng paglilinis ng paligid at tamang pagtapon ng basura. Ang mga kapulisan naman ng West Crame Police Substation under the supervision of Police Major Dennis David Substation Commander ay nagsagawa ng feeding program sa humigit kumulang 50 individual noong January 11, 2023 sa Barangay West Crame, San Juan City. Samantala, nag-conduct ng awareness lecture on Project Ready Module 1 to 4 ang mga kapulisan ng San Juan City Police Station led by Police Major Darius R. Agmalio sa mga estudyante ng Grade 10 Section Burgos and Calderon sa San Juan National High School. Isa sa mga paksang tinalakay ay ang learning the pressure and influences of taking drugs and ways to resist, learning moral values, and building self-esteem. Bukod pa rito, bumisita sa 2 adopted students sa Barangay Rivera, San Juan City, kung saan namahagi ng food packs at school supplies ang mga kapulisan ng Station Community Affairs and Development Section of San Juan City Police Station under the supervision of Police Major Agmalio. Ito'y upang tulungan sa pagtupad ng kanilang pangarap ang mga napiling mag-aaral bilang benepisyaryo ng Adopt a Student Program. Ang mga kapulisan naman ng Mandaluyong City Police Station under the supervision of Police Captain Horana B. Olaging, Chief SCADS, ay nagsagawa ng patrolling and response operation training to empower TANOs and CVOs o Protect at Drug Awareness Seminar sa mga miyembro ng Bantay Bayan at PBAC team sa Barangay Hall, Barangay Addition Hills, Mandaluyong City. Ang nasabing aktibidad ay alinsunod sa programa ng ating Chief PNP na malasakit, kaayusan at kapayapaan tungo sa kaunlaran. At para naman sa Eastern Police District Law Enforcement Operations Accomplishment Report, January 13 to January 14, 2023, anti-illegal drugs operations, operation conducted 6, arrested person 8, total drugs confiscated 51.5 grams, standard drug price 350,200 pesos. For anti-illegal gambling operations, arrested person 5, total amount confiscated 710 pesos. And para naman sa Enhanced Managing Police Operations, Checkpoint 85, Foot Patrol 520, Mobile Patrol 260, Galugad, Bulabog 267, Oplan Bandillo 117. Arrest of wanted person, most wanted person arrested 2, other wanted person arrested 4. For implementation of city ordinances, fine 53, warn 813. At yan po ang mga ganap sa Team EPD Pamamarisan. Kaagapay mo, Elise Cortez.
Okay, maraming salamat sa ating mga EPD reporters, Police Corporal Robin Barameda, Patrolwoman Norina Navales, at Patrolwoman Elise Cortez. Ang programang ito handog sa atin ng Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan, at ng SM Super Malls at SM Mega Mall. So this time, we are playing the ABP of the Philippine National Police Academy.
The speed that characterized the creation and the establishment of the Philippine National Police Academy was a clear indication of the urgency and the important role of the institution in the necessary development of the professional law enforcers of the country. In fact, its actual operations began even before its formal inauguration. It had to conduct entrance examination to select the best applicants for its first batch of cadets, that 2 years later comprised the Maharlika class of 1980, the pioneer graduates of the Philippine National Police Academy. The academy started with a definite site of its own. It was formally inaugurated on June 30, 1978 in Fort Bonifacio, where it had to share headquarters with the Integrated National Police Training Command. From then on, development followed one after the other in quick succession. Formal academic instructions started on July 17, 1978, until the Academy moved to Camp Vicente Lim, Calamba, Laguna on August 19, 1978. During its initial years, the Academy limited its admission requirements
For the 2-year PNPA cadetship program,
to qualified members of INP only. This means that the persons who were not in the INP service could not be appointed as cadets. However, when it was about to complete its third year of existence, the Academy modified its admission requirements to include civilian applicants or those outside of the INP service who could meet the qualifications for admission. One of the significant developments that happened was on January 15, 1981, when the PNPA received its academic charter through the promulgation of Presidential Decree No. 1780, otherwise known as the Philippine National Police Academy Charter of 1981. It was this decree that elevated the Academy to its status as the premier educational institution of the Integrated National Police, now the Philippine National Police. It was on April 13, 1994, that the Academy found its new and permanent home when it moved to Camp General Mariano and Castañeda, Silang, Cavite. New edifices were continuously built to provide the needs of the cadets in all aspects: physical, mental, social, and spiritual. Finally, after 3 decades of existence, the Academy, with its highest standards possible, accepted the new breed of future public safety officers that will take a 3-year curriculum that emphasizes the tri-service approach, which was stressed on separate specialization areas for the police, fire, and jail cadets. The first batch graduated in 2001, and the last batch, the Sambaygis class of 2003.
the first batch graduate of the 4-year curriculum of the PNPA cadetship program was the Tagapagsanggalang class of 2004.
The last batch to have all professional constituents was the Marangal class of 2005. The first batch to compose much younger cadets. The Academy had its first graduate of a female cadet from the Patnubay class of 1995. Then, Police Cadet Portia Reyes Baniaga opened up the gates to female enthusiasts who wished to become public safety officers.
The Philippine National Police Academy is also an institution that values academic excellence. Recent activities that the PNPA conducted are the 44th National Academy of Science and Technology. PNPA is the only non-law school institution that participated in the annual Supreme National Moot Court Competition. It bagged the Justice Leonor Ines Luciano Best Mooter Award on the International Humanitarian Law on back-to-back years from 2019 to 2020. The Philippine National Police Academy reigned supreme as cadets were hailed as champions on the recently concluded 2021 Porsi Mokhtar International Conference on Policing and Research Competition. Hosted by the Indonesian National Police Academy in coordination with the Association of Police Training Institutions in Asia. Indeed, with these meritorious achievements in the international arena, the Philippine National Police Academy is now widely recognized in the global spectrum as one of the best performing institutions in academics and research. Proving to its counterparts and other universities that the cadets of the PNPA have the capacity to be on top of the line with the best prominent institutions in the world. The Philippine National Police Academy reigned second and third place respectively in the Porsi Mokhtar International Speech Competition, besting competitors from the Korean National Police University, one of the leading service academies in Asia, and University of Internal Affairs Mongolia, along with other counterpart academies in the world. The cadets bespeak excellence and brilliance in delivering their pieces, along with their superior knowledge, as they battled head-to-head with other extemporaneous speakers during the final rounds of the competition. On 2006, the core publication, the official student organ of the Academy, toppled the 2006 Catholic Mass Media Awards, Best School Organ, College Level, and also became a finalist at the annual Journalism Awards with its Kalasag magazine. With an ultimate goal of producing well-rounded police officers of the nation, the Academy offers a wide array of specialized training programs, developing the cadets' leadership prowess and tactical proficiency. Public Safety Intervention Course. Cadets learn the handcuffing techniques while utilizing the different methods and positions. Standard operating procedures conducted during the hot pursuit scenarios, and hand-to-hand combat as a form of self-defense. Basic Internal Security Operations Course. Land Navigation, Immediate Action Drill, Water Search and Rescue were among the activities and other modules needed to enhance their skills and knowledge in conducting security operations in all areas of counterterrorism. Anti-criminality, Special Operations, Anti-insurgency and anti-extremist operations. The course was designed to equip the cadet to make them more capable when assigned to public safety forces. Close Quarter Battle. A physical confrontation between two or more combatants. Tactical operation of clearing the building and taking it over. This also serves as a close quarter to practice during combat drills and tactics using live ammunition. Fancy drills and parades. Fancy drills are performed to entertain the viewing public, with snappy rifle executions, mesmerizing formations, and well-coordinated smooth movements. It also shows the passion and hard work of the cadets in giving happiness and inspiration during their performances for the viewers. Parades are conducted during visits as a tribute to the newly promoted generals and retirement honors of PNPA graduates of the Academy or any prestigious guests. Members of the Cadet Corps wear their gala uniform as their highest form of uniform in the Cadet Corps in order to show gratitude to the guest of honor.
Innovations in the Academy. War against hazing. Guard against maltreatment. Benchmarking in Philippine Military Academy. Food for the barracks. Doctors in the barracks. Club Day. Enhancement Learning Program. Financial Literacy. Malasakit plus kaayusan plus kapayapaan equals kaunlaran program of the Chief PNP. Spiritual development. PNPA Cadet Store. Outside engagements. Distinguished visitors. Ongoing infrastructure projects for the class year 2023. Construction of PNPA Gymnasium. Construction of PKI Building. Construction of NCBN Compound. Construction of Motor Pole Building. Construction of PNPA Medical Center Building. Construction of Multipurpose Building. And the construction of PCO Personal Quarters. 5 years from now, PNPA will be a world-class academic institution of excellence through the establishment of the Corps of Professors, paramount to solidifying PNPA's direction in facilitating the learnings of the cadets. Completion of the 5-year Camp Master Development Plan, full implementation of the organizational structure and staffing pattern, continuous conduct of finance, and personal enrichment program with the relentless support of the PNP, ally agency, and stakeholders.
Police Major General Eric Escocia Noble was born on January 16, 1968 in Dagupan City and was raised in Santa Barbara, Pangasinan. He started in 1992 as a police lieutenant in the Philippine National Police immediately after graduation from the Philippine Military Academy in Fort del Pilar, Baguio City. He completed Bachelor of Laws in 2004 at the Jose Rizal University, also completed his Master's in Management degree at the Philippine Christian University, Manila in 2011. He attended the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia in 2014, where he earned at the same time a graduate certificate in Criminal Justice Administration from the University of Virginia. In 2020, he earned a Master's of Science in Law Enforcement and Public Safety Leadership from the University of San Diego, USA. A veteran of 2 United Nations peacekeeping missions, first in Kosovo as part of the UNMIK and in Haiti. He served as a diplomat in the United States of America, serving as the police attaché at the liaison office in the U.S. West Coast. He holds a career service executive eligibility and police executive service eligibility, a licensed real estate broker and appraiser, having passed the 2016 examination given by the Philippine Professional Regulations Commission. An award-winning cop with 2 prestigious national awards, he was conferred by the President of the Republic of the Philippines in July and 2009 as one of the country's outstanding policemen in service, and again in September of the same year as a recipient of the Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award in the nationwide search for outstanding government employees and public officials. He was honored by the provincial government of Pangasinan during its Foundation Day celebration on April 5, 2010, as one of the province's outstanding citizens in the first ever ASNA Awards. In July 2011, May Kayawan City Police Station, where he was a chief of police, was adjudged as the nationwide best in police community relations. He served as the provincial director of Cebu Province PNP from October 2016 to October 2017. He was declared in 2017 as the best senior police commissioned officer for administration in Central Visayas. During his incumbency, the Cebu Province PNP was adjudged as the best provincial police office in Central Visayas and second best nationwide in 2017. He was then assigned at the Police Regional Office 3 at Camp Oliva, San Fernando City, Pampanga as the Deputy Regional Director for Operation from January to September 2020. He also served as the Executive Officer of the Directorate for Police Community Relations at Camp Crami, Quezon City. Then, in October 2020 to August 2022, he became the Director of Police Community Relations and Development Groups at Camp Crami, Quezon City, where he finally got his first star on his shoulder. In August 2022, he became the Director of the Philippine National Police Academy, and in December 12, 2022, he finally received his second star on his shoulder. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Police Major General Eric Escocia Noble, the Director, Philippine National Police Academy.
Ang mga bumubuo sa programang Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan ng DWBL at Eastern Police District na pinangungunahan ng Deputy District Director for Operations, Colonel Kapili, ang main anchor, Flory Gavitan, of course, sa ating mga kasama, Lieutenant Colonel Roberto Santos at Captain Criste. Asahan niyo po na ang suporta ng PNPA ay patuloy na sumasa inyo sa inyong programa. At alam kong isa sa mabisang paraan ito na inyong ginagawa sa pag-abot sa ating mga komunidad. Ang Police Community Relations ay isang tool or isang gawain na napakahalaga sa Philippine National Police upang magkaroon ng tunay na pakikipagtulungan sa ating mga mamamayan. Kami po sa Philippine National Police Academy ay inyong asahan na kaisa namin kayo sa adhikain ng inyong programa. Mabuhay!
Burger, ang burger ng bayan. Burger na buy one take one na may libo-libo ng franchise holders sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Pilipinas. Owned and operated by Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Vicky Mojica. Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan.
Happy birthday kay Police Major General Eric Noble, Director, Philippine National Police Academy. Gayon din kay Police Colonel Helen Grace Pilon. Sa lahat po na nagsa-celebrate ng kanilang birthday, happy birthday to each and every one of you. Greetings coming from Lingkod ng Bayan mula po sa aming grupo. Happy birthday, Police Major General Eric Noble, Superintendent, Philippine National Police Academy. Okay, napakaganda po ng ABP ng Philippine National Police Academy. Ang programang itatag sa atin ng Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan, at ng SM Supermalls at SM Mega Mall. So this time on behalf of Police Major General Eric Noble, ang makakadaupang palad po natin ay ang PIO. PNPA Sansinirangan Class 2007. Shortened ko na po para makasama natin ng mahaba ang Public Information Officer ng Philippine National Police Academy. Siya din po ang Head Secretariat Cadet Admission Committee o IC din ng Core Publication. Atin pong makakadaupang palad si Police Lieutenant Colonel Louis DZ Gonzaga. Maganda tanghali po sa inyo, Lieutenant Colonel Gonzaga. Kasama ko po ang aking co-anchor, si Police Lieutenant Julius Criste. Ay, Police Captain Julius Criste. Sir, magandang tanghali po. Oh, nawala na audio.
Nakamute yata si Sir, partner.
Okay. Si PIO daw nakamute. Paki-check lang po ng audio, PIO.
Ayaw, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Ayun. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Isang magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat, sa lahat po ng nanonood at nakikinig sa ating programa ngayong tanghali. And also, a special greeting sa ating very charming anchor ng programa, Miss Flory Gabitan. Of course, kasama ang ating kasamahan, Police Captain Julius Criste. But allow me also to take this opportunity to extend our warmest regards to the father of this program, no? Ang ating DDDO, Police Colonel Ben Liner El Capili. And I was anticipating his presence this afternoon. But then again, regards po sa ating upperclassman, Lieutenant Colonel Robert P. Santos, ang napakatikas na PIO ng Eastern Police District.
Bati ako.
Oo, tulad po, babati pa daw siya. Tulad na nabanggit namin kanina, no? Gusto namin kasi PIO na makasama kayo ng mas mahaba. That's why we shortened na lang yung intro and nakita naman namin yung expertise ni PIO partner, no? Babati daw siya.
Siyempre, gigreet
Go
natin
ahead.
si Sir.
Sige, go ahead.
Magandang tanghali po, Sir. At welcome po sa aming programang Lingkod ng Bayan, Kagapay ng Mamay. Maraming na binigay nyo para mga tagapakinig. Sigurado, partner, marami nag-aabang sa atin ngayon, no? Dahil talaga namang nakaka-inspire na makabilang sa PNPA.
Magtanong na tayo.
Pwede, partner. At yun ang hinihintay ko. Tama, partner.
May tumutulog na cellphone. Doon daw. Cellphone tumutunog po.
Parang may caller sa Sir.
Sir, may caller ka, Sir.
Ayan, ma'am. Okay na po. Pasensya na po.
Okay. So, first of
Ang mga
all,
linya natin.
happy birthday po sa
Happy
ating
birthday, sir.
director, sa kay Major General Eric Noble, syempre, no? Pero sabi ko nga, nais nating gustong makasama at maraming matutunan at malaman kaugnay sa Philippine National Police Academy. So ngayon, tanungin ko na, dire-diretso na rin, how is PNPA right now, yung premier police higher institution in the country, PNPA Command Group and Staff, and WAGAM, War Against Hazing Guard Against Maltreatment, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, we all know that the Philippine National Police Academy is the premier police higher education institution of the country, as provided for by its charter ng PD 1780, following of course in its creation ng PD 1184. And recently, ma'am, kagaya na nakita niyo sa video kanina, nagkaroon po tayo ng amendment of these pertinent laws as to the existence of the Philippine National Police Academy. Most recent of which is yung Republic Act 11279 po natin, wherein which it transferred the administrative control and supervision of your PNPA from the erstwhile Philippine Public Safety College to the Philippine National Police right now. So right now, albeit the fact that your PNPA is an educational institution, SHEA for that, as certified by the Commission on Higher Education, tayo po ay isang unit na ng PNP under the Office of the Chief PNP. Sa ngayon po, ma'am, nabanggit
Sir,
ko po. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, may I just butt in, ano? Habang ini-interview natin si Sir, we are now playing, no? Yung pagbisita na ni SILG kahapon during the launching of BIDA program, 29th PNP Ethics Day celebration diyan po sa Philippine National Police Academy. Sir, go ahead, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, please. Sa ngayon po, ang atin pong superintendent, kanina binati niyo, ma'am, and he celebrated his birthday yesterday. Once again, Sir Eric, happy birthday po. Ating pong superintendent right now is, of course, Police Major General Eric E. Noble. A very good leader. Is really the embodiment of change, of transformation. Madalas banggitin ng ating superintendent, no? We always challenge the status quo, of course, in our pursuit for the betterment of this institution, and he is ably supported by his Deputy Director, Police Brigadier General Joaquin R. Alva, ang ating pong Chief of Staff, Police Brigadier General Christopher C. Birong, ating pong Commandant of Cadets, Police Brigadier General Jason C. de Guzman, and our Acting Dean of Academics, the soon-to-be Police Brigadier General Arnold P. Ardiente. Sa ngayon, ma'am, no, i-share ko lang ho sa ating mga tagapakinig at sa ating mga nanonood, sa ating mga anchors right now. Matindi po yung ating kampanya ngayon, no, laban sa mga bad practices that for the longest time have hounded the portals of this institution, and aware naman siguro lahat tayo, every now and then makarinig tayo ng balita about may nabiktima ng, of these bad practices. That is why our superintendent came up with this program, yung binanggit ni Ma'am Flory kanina, yung tinatawag nating WAGAM, which stands for our WAR. Total war to, ma'am, no? War Against Hazing and Guards Against Maltreatment. So, in effect po ito, no? Hindi lang sa ating dormitories, but sa lahat ng sulok ng akademyang ito kung saan gumagalaw ang ating mga kadete is talagang we keep on reminding them, we keep on guarding them, we keep on inculcating in them that we do not need to resort to these bad practices na naisa nating tanggalin. That is why we have this WAGAM. So sa ngayon, ma'am, we could assure the public that your Philippine National Police Academy, under the leadership of our Superintendent, Major General Noble, is very much doing good. Marami po tayong ina-expect na pagbabago, ma'am, which probably, if I'll be given the opportunity, ma-discuss po natin sa ating mga kababayan as we go through this program.
Ayun. Sir, napakaganda po na nabanggit nyo po yung pagdating po yung tungkol po sa sinasabi nating hazing, no? Kasi ito po, sir, yung nagiging agam-agam ng ibang mga magulang, no? Particular po, sir, sa mga anak nila na nakakapasok sa akademya. Kaya napakaganda po na marinig po natin na sa PNPA po ay talagang strictly ini-implement po natin yung anti-hazing law po natin, sir.
Sir Julius, may share ko lang, no? Nabanggit mo kasi yung parents. In fact, just recently na naging very much inclusive na ang ating PNP administration. In fact, meron na tayong mga parents association coming from the different classes at talaga napakaganda ng interaction, no? Dahil we always look at the parents as one of the most important stakeholders natin in our pursuit of making everything inclusive, because in the end ang magiging end user, so to speak, no, ng mga products naman natin is yung ating mga pamayanan, no, ang sambayan ng Pilipino po. That is why we have to be inclusive. We have to include everybody Hindi lang ho sa parents, pati ang mga religious, the academia, lahat po, lahat ng pwede makatulong sa ating mga ends and objectives ay talagang isinasama po natin.
Tama po sir, napakaganda nga po nun dahil meron po kaming kabat sir na may mga anak na rin po silang nasa loob. Talagang naikwento nga po nila na talagang meron na po talagang parang Viber group or association yung mga parents po ng mga ano natin. Kaya talagang namo-monitor din nila mabuti kung ano po yung mga magagandang nangyayari sa anak nila sa loob po ng akademya. Kaya
Yes,
thank you
sir.
very much.
Nais ko rin nung pasalamatan ng mga parents, no, because Sir Julius, every now and then I get to interact with them regularly. And talagang nakita ko yung enthusiasm and propensity of these parents to really support our cause. At talagang maraming salamat po from the men and women of PNPA sa ating parents. Mahal po namin kay lahat, Sir Sen.
May I butt in, ano? Meron akong napanood na isang video ni Sir, ano? Nangangaral siya, partner, doon sa mga ano. Parang, I really feel, ano? Para siyang ama ng lahat. Oo, nakita ko yun. Sabi ko, wow. Sabi ko, para sa mga taong nakakalimot, ano? Andun palagi yung paalaala ni Piayo.
Sir, para naman po lalong ma-inspire at maano yung mga parents ng ating mga kadete dyan sa loob ng akademya. Sir, kwentuhan nyo naman po kami pagdating sa mga significant accomplishments, sir, ng ating mga kadete dyan. At balita po namin, parang lagi po yatang champion yung ating mga kadete pagdating sa mga kanilang mga competition dyan sa akademya, sir.
Sir Julius, thank you for bringing that up. At Sir Julius and Ma'am Flory, talagang nakaka-proud tong mga kadete natin. Madalas po sa posting natin, sabi ko nga, yung these feats, these significant accomplishments, hindi lang po to flex ng Cadet Corps PNPA, but flex po ito ng sambayan ng Pilipino. And I'd like to mention some of it. Recently, just last year, bago matapos ang taon, ipanalo po ng Philippine National Police Academy MOOT team yung ICRC MOOT competition sa role-playing category. And marami po silang in-outdo, no? Marami po silang na-outdo na other reputable institutions in the country, na mga law schools, but they were the ones who won the said tilt. And in fact, they secured their slot already to represent the Philippines sa paparating po na International Committee on the Red Cross MOOT competition sa Albania, sa Europe po yan. So sa February po, expect nyo po that i-represent po ng inyong mga kadete ang bansang Pilipinas.
Pinapalakpakan niya, sir. Gaganyan.
Opo, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. At
Galing.
dagdag ko lang, sir, talking about the MOOT steam, sir, last 2021, award yung isang kadete natin as the best motor ng Supreme Court, no?
Sir, isang masigabong palakpakan para sa ating mga kadete.
Thank you po. Not only that, i-share ko rin po para alam din po ng ating mga kababayan, most especially, last 2021 po, nagkaroon po ng International Scientific Research Competition. Research po kasi, sir, is talagang napakahalaga dito sa PNPA. Talagang pinagsisikapan yan at pinagsisikapan ng ating mga kadete before they complete the bachelor's degree nga po in public safety. And in 2021, nung nag-organize po ang Porsimaptar International, this is a foreign university based in Indonesia, nag-organize po sila ng International Scientific Research Competition. And yun po, nag-champion po ang inyong Philippine National Police Academy. And ang nakaka-proud po dito, talagang mga seeded educational institutions around the world yung tinalo ng ating PNPA, to include po yung 14th seed na University of Leeds ng United Kingdom. Talagang nakaka-proud po.
Sobrang daming palakpakan para sa ating mga kadete. Siyempre, hindi mangyayari ang lahat ng yan kung hindi magagaling
yung
ating
gumagabay.
mga instructors and mga gumagabay. Congratulations, sir. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Idagdag ko lang. Napag-usapan niyo po yung faculty, no? Yung mga mentors dito. Yung program po ng ating director is very, very dynamic. Napakaganda po ng implementation ngayon ng ating curriculum. And in fact, talagang vetted properly yung ating mga professors, instructors. We make sure, the director makes sure that they are properly vetted. They have all the credentials needed in teaching our cadets. Kasi ang mga cadets po natin, magagaling na po yan. Kaya dapat talagang mas magagaling at talagang very competent ang ating core professors. And alam niyo ba, sir, ma'am, One of our distinguished guest professors here include the likes of Senator Tolentino, Senator De La Rosa, Atty. Mison, General Parlade, talagang mga personalities na talagang very known pagdating
Okay,
sa kanilang field of expertise.
Okay, anyway, Lieutenant Colonel Gonzaga, baka ma-miss natin ito, no? Nais po nating alamin, dire-diretso na kasi we are extended until 1:10, sir. Alamin na natin, yung cadet admission, how to apply, when to apply, yung requirements niya, yung basic qualification and standards, benefits ng PNPA cadets at saka yung honor code and honor system. And would like to congratulate yung launching po kahapon ng BIDA program on the 29th PNP Ethics Day celebration. Actually, na-flash na po natin sa screen natin kanina yung mga pictures, no, yung activities with SILG. Si Attorney Benjamin Abalos ang yung guest of honor ng PNPA. Sir, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, no. Last Monday or yesterday, nagkaroon po kami ng announcement that we will be launching again the opening of the online application system natin for this year, calendar year 2023, intended po sa mga prospect po natin of those joining PNP Class 2028. So probably, ma'am, we are enjoining the public to please keep always updated sa aming main official FB page para po doon sa announcement ng pag-open po ng ating online application. But definitely, it would open this week. Inantay lang po natin yung approval ng ating superintendent. And ano po ba yung mga basic qualification standards? Kung meron po kayong anak, kakilala, pamangkin, whoever, or kayo mismo yung gusto mag-apply sa PNPA, ano-ano po ba yung basic qualification standards na kailangan? Unang-una po, dapat ang isang aplikante is a natural-born Filipino citizen. Number 2, kayo po dapat ay between the ages 18 to 22 years old before June 1, 2023. So, kung matanong nyo po, Ma'am Flory, Sir, at sa mga tagapakinig natin, bakit June 1, 2023? Because that's the time of the start of the next academic year, and yun na po yung date of the reception. And
Pero October, sir, yung exam niya?
ang exam po natin, ma'am, subject for the approval of the national headquarters, but we have proposed that we hold the exam this August po. In consideration
Kasi dati,
sa...
partner, October, parang laging October. Ano po, Lieutenant Colonel Gonzaga?
Continuous kasi, ma'am, yung pag-aaral namin kung ano ba yung most conducive for our youth, no, our young people to take the exam. Kasi we all know nagkaroon ng changes in the format of the regular school activities in previous years. So sasabayan natin yan, no, so that we could accommodate as much as we could ng mga prospective applicants po.
Partner, may tanong lang ako kay sir na sir, kasi napansin natin talaga lately, no, yung mga previous na mga entrance exam natin, talagang napakarami na talaga ng mga gustong makapasok sa PNPA. Ang dami talagang nagpa-file ng mga admission ng entrance exam, sir, no? At saka kung di ako nagkakamali, sir, yung last natin more than 21,000, and then talagang ang pinalad lang isa na nakapasa talagang 900 plus. Sir, gaano po ba kataas yung sineset na standards ng PNPA para talagang masabi natin na best of the best po yung nakakapasok bilang mga bago nating kadete, sir?
Meron tayo kasi, Sir Julius, no, ng mga competency fields na tinatawag natin na kakailanganin nila for them to survive the rudiments of the academics inside the academy. But, you know, the Philippine National Police Academy Cadet Admission Test is no different to a regular entrance exam, no? No different to a regular college admission test na ibinibigay ng mga other institutions, educational institutions in the country for those incoming freshmen, no? Yung ating pong competency fields kailangan dyan is, of course, yung skills nila sa math, pagdating sa communication skills, abstract reasoning. So, no particular standard po tayo, but they need to be competitive in those fields. At competency-based po ang ating college cadet admission test po.
At maging sa sir, during the processing, sir, talagang very strict, talagang hindi pa rin, once na nakapasa ka, sir, hindi pa rin nakakasigurado dahil sa processing pa lang, ang dami pa rin, sir, talagang nalalaglag.
Oo, yan. Pinagdaanan yan, Sir Julius. At yan nga po, katawang natin dyan, of course, ang ating PNP Recruitment and Selection Service. Sila po nagpa-facilitate during the screening process. Katuwang na rin po ng iba-iba pang offices ng PNP, including the Health Service, ang ating pong Directorate for Intelligence, pagdating naman sa sa complete background investigation, ang ating pong Crime Lab. Lahat po, this is a whole of PNP approach in our objectives, in our desire to really select the best among the best.
And another thing, Lieutenant Colonel Gonzaga, we are very proud, no, that the man behind the LBKM is a PNPA graduate, PNPA class Kaagapay 96.
Yes, ma'am. Podcast po natin yan, sir. Magandang hapon po, sir.
Okay. Tulad ng nabanggit ni Sir kanina, no? Sir, we are extended, no, until 110. Yan po ay personal kong request dahil marami pa kaming nais alamin tungkol sa PNPA. And nais nating paulit, partner, kay Lieutenant Colonel Gonzaga yung kanilang mahigpit na kautusan tungkol dito sa ipinagbabawal na hazing. Meron lang po tayong kababayan na nais daw niya itong muling marinig, sir.
Po, sa atin po mga kababayan, ngayon po ay talagang mahigpit ang ating kampanya laban sa mga bad practices that have long hounded this academy. At specifically po yung ating programang tinatawag na WAGAM, no? WAHGAM, and stands for War Against Hazing and Guard Against Maltreatment. At talaga naman pong ito po from the grassroots, talagang in all levels po, no? In all levels mula dito sa ating command, pagdating sa different divisions, different departments na may kaugnayan sa pagmamanage ng ating mga kadete, hanggang po sa cadet corps, sa lahat ng companies, pagdating sa squad level, talagang binibigyan natin ng emphasis yan. At hindi po,
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, wag nyo kaming iiwan. Tayo muna po ay mag-i-station ID. And after the break, babalitaan tayo ni Sir kahapon ang naganap pong launching ng BIDA program diyan po sa Philippine National Police Academy.
Mula sa top-rated music station ng dekada 80, ang WBL. Patuloy na naglilingkod sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa. Mula Lunes hanggang Linggo, aaliwin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang simpilan ng DWBL.
Burger, ang burger ng bayan. Burger na buy one take one na may libo-libo ng franchise holders sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Pilipinas. Owned and operated by Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Vicky Mojica. Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan.
Okay, ang programang ito yung sa atin ng Angel's Burger, ang burger ng bayan at ng SM Super Malls and SM Mega Mall. This time, we only have about 10 minutes and yan po ay ipapaubaya natin sa representative, the Police Major General Eric Noble, ang PIO ng Philippine National Police Academy. Kaugnay naman sa ibabalita niya sa atin tungkol po sa launching ng BIDA program yesterday with the SILD, Attorney Benjamin Abalos Jr. Sir?
Yes, ma'am. Kahapon po, dumating po dito sa PNPA ang ating mahal na Secretary ng Department of Interior Local Government, Attorney Benjamin C. Abalos, and he was the one who spearhead the launching of Project BIDA in PNPA, as well as in celebration of the PNP's PNP Ethics Day for this year, no? At i-share ko lang, ma'am, sa ating mga kababayan, ang ganda nung sinabi.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Ang ganda nung sinabi ni SLG kahapon during his message, and he told the cadets that they should always remember that they are the future, hindi lang ng ating organization, but also of this country. At kasama na dyan dapat sa pag-ensure natin that they get to serve their purpose is of course to rid them of any influence of illegal drugs. At kaya nga ito po, ma'am, i-share ko rin lang, last time nagkaroon po kami ng surprise drug testing in all of our cadets who just nanggaling ng kanilang break, holidays break, and I'm pleased to report to everybody, sa lahat po nating mga kababayan, na wala pong nag-positive. And I could assure you that
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
napatingin sa akin kasi yung partner ko kasi sabi mo kanina, you had your parang surprise medical drug
Drug test.
testing Napalingon ako at sabi ko ang galing. Bakit daw? Sabi ko right after the holiday season is spent outside. Oh, and congratulations, everyone is negative.
Yes, ma'am. Opo, wala pong nag-positive sa ating mga kadete. O hindi, positive po pala sila. Positive sa pagiging disiplinado at positive sa pagiging advocates ng ating MKK, COSK, ng ating mahal na Chief
Pero,
Police
pero
General.
sir, malamang positive yan na talagang nakakain ng mga masasarap yung ating mga kadete pag winit sa kanila mga kanan, sir.
Positive, medyo napapadami ng kanin siguro.
Lagi sir, may nagdagdag ng weight.
Opo, ma'am. Pagbalik naman yan, ma'am, yung nadagdag na weight niyan, they conditionally
Natanggalin kagad.
jogging na naman yan ng kada umaga.
Okay, dahil ika nga napakalaking pasasalamat natin at nakadaupang palad natin ang pamunuan ng Philippine National Police Academy at nakabalita tayo although malayo tayo sa kanila. So we only have about 5 minutes more to go and this time bibigay na natin lahat 'yon sa ating Chief PIO kay Police Lieutenant Colonel Louie DC Gonzaga. Sama-sama na yung kanilang mga programa na naisihatid sa ating mga kababayan and at the same time, syempre, sa huli yung kanyang parting message. Once again, thank you very much po sa inyong tanggapan. Sir, mahaba-haba pa sir yun. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Ma'am Flory. Yun po, nais ko rin pong i-assure ang ating mga kababayan na sa PNP po, ang ating mga kadete are imbued with the highest degree of discipline, honor, at saka po excellence. At nais ko po kayong i-assure na talagang very much in work ang ating pong honor code and honor system dito. Our cadets do not lie, they do not cheat, they do not steal, and they do not tolerate anyone amongst them, those who do. Ganyan po kataas ang pagtingin natin sa salitang honor. And for now, ma'am, tuloy-tuloy po yung pag-aaral ng ating mga kadete. They are on their second semester for this academic term. We are preparing for the screening process of class 2026, the incoming class 2027 rather. Katuwa nga po ng mga nabanggit kong other offices ng PNP. At we will always keep everyone updated sa lahat po ng kaganapan, programs, projects, and activities ng inyong premier police higher education institution ng country. At ma'am, excited din po kami. Right now, I excuse myself from the conference kasi we are already preparing for the upcoming graduation of the Philippine National Police.
Galing naman.
Malapit na.
Sir, pwede daw ba magtanong? Nabanggit niyo daw ang lahat pero hindi niyo daw nabanggit. Ano daw po ba ang age qualification ng PNPA cadet?
18 to 22 years old, ma'am. 18 to 22 years old. At dapat po at least senior high school graduate, ma'am.
Senior high school graduate.
Wow, galing. High school graduate.
Ma'am,
Okay.
yung benefits, no? Just quickly, yung benefits. Baka may
Oo nga,
nagtatanong.
yun din. Isa pa yun. Go ahead,
Ano
sir.
ba yun?
Go ahead.
Ma'am, ang benefits po natin ay may tatanggapin po na at least 40,000 monthly stipend.
Uy, ang
po.
laki na.
Laki, oo.
Pero hindi pa dyan nagtatapos, ma'am, because
Hindi pa nagtatapos,
the
sir.
very good Senator Bong Revilla already filed the bill that aims to increase that stipend na na-receive ng ating kadete. Kaya salamat po sa tanggapan sa ating mahal na senadors Bong Revilla, Francis Tolentino, Senator Bato de la Rosa, sa ating pong SILG, Secretary Bernard Abalos. Napaka-supportive po na sa PNP at sa mga kadete. At maraming salamat po sa inyo, sirs. Mula po sa
And
ibuto.
sir, hahabol ako. Kaya tinatawag natin silang scholar ng bayan.
Scholar ng bayan.
Oo.
Yes, ma'am. Is mga scholars para sa bayan, no? Kasi after graduation.
Scholars para sa
definitely,
sa bayan.
bayan. Oo nga, wala na kasing iintindihin, devotion na lang sa kanilang pinasok na career as
ma'am.
PNPA cadets. Mahaba pa, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yes po. At yun nga po, ma'am, pagka-graduate niyan, automatic, they'll be commissioned as a police lieutenant of the Philippine National Police. At yun po, talagang ang may pangangako lang namin sa ating mga kababayan is hindi po namin kayo bibigyan ng graduate ng PNPA na hindi kayang panindigan ang mataas na hamon ng tawag ng tungkulin sa pagpapanatili ng kapayapaan sa ating mga pamayanan, imbued with the honor, with integrity, at that we could assure you na yan po ang ating laging binibigyan ng premium sa ating pong Philippine National Police Academy.
Napakaganda nun,
Sir,
partner.
ang
Ang
galing-galing.
ganda nung binitawan ni sir. Mm.
Ano sabi mo kanina? Ang galing ni Sir magsalita.
Idol. Mga O7 talaga, magagaling yan. Yung mga 07. Marami tayong mga kaibigan at kabrad na
Idol ko rin po yan, Sir Julius.
Naalala mo ba si Brigadier General Alba? Nung sinabi niya na sabi niya, galing ako ng I was the PIO. Pero ito pa isa.
Future PIO ng
Future
PNP.
PIO.
Ayun pa lang, sinasabi na natin na future PIO.
Sir,
si
madalas mag-cruise
Sir
ang dila
Gonzaga.
namin. Anyway, we have about seconds na lang more to go.
Magpapasalamat ako.
And this time, nais po nating magpaabot ng taus-pusong pasasalamat sa pamunuan po ng Philippine National Police Academy. And pinapaabot din natin yung ating taus-pusong pagbate ng isang maligayang araw sa kay Police Major General Eric Noble,
At happy
ang
birthday
director po ng Philippine National Police Academy. So with that, sir, magandang tanghali po. Maraming salamat po. May we ask for very short paalam. Hindi nakakasawang pakinggan si Police Lieutenant Louis Gonzaga. Sir?
Thanks po, Ma'am Flory, Sir Julius, for giving us the opportunity to be at your program. At maraming salamat po muli. Mabuhay po kayong lahat at mabuhay ang mga scholars para sa bayan. Saludo po.
Okay.
Maraming salamat po, sir.
Thank you, sir. Inyo pong narinig ang tinig ng PIO ng Philippine National Police Academy sa katauhan po ni Police Lieutenant Colonel Louis D.C. Gonzaga. Siyempre, representative po siya ng ating panauhin, Police Major General Eric Escosio Noble. Partner, magpaalam ka na. Umabot na tayo sa ating oras ng pagpapaalam.
Okay, at tatapos na naman po ang isa nating programa, partner. At magkita-kita po tayo muli sa susunod na Martes. Dito pa rin po sa Lingkod ng Bayan, Kaagapay ng Mamayan. Ako po ang inyong kaagapay, Police Captain Julius Christie. Patuloy po tayo ingatan at pagpalain ng ating dakilang Diyos.
Magandang tanghali kay Police Lieutenant Michael Marcos Mase.
Ama ng PNPA Cadet.
Ama ng PNPA Cadet, oo. May anak siya dyan ngayon, sa mga oras na ito ay nasa
Kuya
school.
Mike, I miss you.
And si Police Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Gantang.
My
Siyempre,
idol.
Your idol. Siyempre, the man behind the Lingkod ng Bayan, Kaagapay ng Mamamayan.
Pinaka-idol.
Police Colonel Ben Liner Capili. So once again, thank you very much. Sa ating technical side, thank you very much. May bisita ako, no? Si Police Lieutenant Colonel Dot Baltasar.
Hello, ma'am.
Dot Baltasar. So thank you very much sa ating mga tigapagtaguyod. Maraming salamat po. Again, ito po ang inyong lingkod, Flory Gabitan. Magkarinigan po tayo muli sa darating na Martes. Magandang hapon, Bansang Pilipinas.
Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Ang programang maglilingkod sa sambayanan, katuwang ang ating mga public servants. Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Kasama ang inyong lingkod, si Flory Gabitan, tuwing Martes, alas 12 hanggang alauna ng hapon, dito lamang sa DWBL 1242 sa inyong talapitan.
The preceding program expresses only the opinions and views of its respective block timer, producer, radio announcer, writer, and production staff, and does not in any way reflect the views of this station. The station has advised the programmers to abide by broadcast laws and KBP rules.